2.
Other 60.
Yo! What's going on, guys? We already have a bunch of people on the call. Wow, within the first 30 seconds, guys. So take this time right now to blast out to your teams. Get all your leaders on the call. Alex and myself are going to be starting the call in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So, guys, everybody right now, take a picture on your smartphone of you being on the call. Show the team in the groups that we are on the call right now, guys. So take a picture, go to the Visionaries groups, and post that you are on the call. You are showing up to go out, guys. So make sure you do that right now. Take a picture, post it in the group, show everyone else you're on it, and let's get it going, guys. See you in 2 to 3. All right, guys. We're going to start here in the next 60 seconds. Take this time to pack out the call. Get your teams on. Guys, it's not about what you can do. It is about what your teams can do, right? It's about what you can duplicate. So make sure your team's on the call. Take the next 60 seconds to invite Alex, Morton, and myself. We're going to throw down a phenomenal leadership call. So make sure your whole entire organization is on this call right now. Take the time to hit up your team. Go in the group chats. Let people know that we are about to begin. Alex, Morton, and myself. Guys, if you want to become successful, it'll probably make sense to learn from people that have already seen success. So myself, Alex, we're going to start throwing down in the next minute or two. He's about to hop on, guys, so I will see you there. Let's get fired up. Grab a notepad, grab a pen, colored pencil, a crayon, whatever you got to draw on, a napkin, a paper towel. Doesn't matter, guys. Get ready to take some notes on what we're going to talk about tonight, guys, and it'll dramatically change your business, guys. So with that being said, next 60 seconds, we're getting started. Let's go.
When you go out for a hamburger, you shouldn't have to pay for beef that has to be salted.
Nobody pays attention to the ads anymore. Sheesh. That's why we're blowing up. And now we're recording. All right, guys, 30 seconds, 30 more seconds. Let's get the teams on. Let's get everyone ready to rock and roll. Let's go. All right, guys. 20 more seconds. 20 more seconds, guys, to the leadership call with Alex, Morton, and myself begins. Let's go. All right, guys. 10 more seconds. All right, guys. Welcome to tonight's call. I am fired up because I know we have a lot of special information, special nuggets, special knowledge and wisdom we want to share with you guys tonight. So if you are present on the call, guys, please lock yourself in a room. Go tell mom, Mom, I'll wash the dishes after the call. I'll take the trash out after the call, make my bed after the call, do my laundry after the call. Tell your girlfriend you'll text her back in 45 minutes. Put your dog outside, your cat outside. Get locked in, loaded in your zone. Put your headphones on and get focused. Laser tunnel focused vision and be all in, because for the next 30 to 45 minutes, guys, we're going to cover some vital information that can change your business if you let it. You have myself and Mr. Alex Morton, the VP of sales for the company, guys. And I'm fired up because I think right now, we're at a time in our business where it's time to sharpen the tools. I said this in Dallas. I reiterated it over and over and over and over again. It's time for us to progress, level up, and go pro, because I know us as young professionals here, we're all rocking and rolling, doing our thing. But what's really going to help us transcend and break that threshold into the next level of the business where we all become chairmen. And we're all going to be chairmen. And it's going to come from the fact that we are on another level, the way that we carry ourselves, our posture, our conviction, our aggressiveness. It's all going to come from the way we level up and go pro. So tonight, guys, like I said, get a notepad out, get your pen, pencil, colored pencil, crayon, a napkin, a notebook, an envelope, a paper towel, toilet paper, whatever you got to do to take notes right here, right now, guys. I would highly advise you, if you haven't yet, grab that. And also, guys, make sure the team's on. It's not what you can do. It is what you can duplicate. So, guys, I'm fired up. Alex is on the call now, so we'll get this thing started, guys. But with that being said, if you're here tonight, give yourselves a pat on the back, guys. The ones who show up certainly do go up. It's the ones that are around the campfire, the ones that put the day in, day out work. And I know we're all busy here, so understand. Guys, the difference between successful and unsuccessful people, guys, it's what they do with the time they think they don't have. So many people, I don't have the time. Guess what? They're probably watching the Warriors game. They're watching the playoff games. They're watching Netflix. They're hanging out with their girlfriend, their boyfriend. They're bull crapping. They're sleeping. Guys, everybody has time. Average millionaire works 13 hours a day. 13 hours a day. A guy the other day asked me, well, Austin, I want to be able to make, $10,000, $20,000 a month from this. Do I need to work more than an hour or two a day? And it kind of baffled me. I wasn't going to lie to him, because I know some people say, oh, well, you just put an hour or two a day and, it's what you do at that time. You can become wealthy and successful, but it's really not true. And I told him, if you ever want to be successful, disgustingly successful in anything you do, you have to put the overtime in. Everybody out there works 8 hours, but who works 10 plus hours, 12 plus hours, 15 hours a day in, day out? And I know a lot of you guys on the call are under 25. We all have the time. I'm not speaking to, mostly 40-year-olds on this call with families, full-time jobs and careers. Most people on the call right now, you're in your 20s, you're in your teens, you have the time. What's your excuse? Xbox? No. What's your excuse? The NFL playoffs? I don't think so. So, guys, you guys have the opportunity right here, right now, to really transcend into a professional in the Forex industry and within network marketing. So I'm fired up, guys. Alex is going to come on here very briefly and speak. Alex is a role model to myself. When I first got involved in the industry, when I was homeless out of my car, I actually would sit there and listen to his videos at night. So it's kind of ironic how we're now partnered together, right? All energy seeks its equal. Like attracts like, guys. So the fact that we're all working together with Alex, all like minds, anything is possible. So Alex, this gentleman's built teams into the tens of thousands. He's traveled all around the world and back. He's been in the industry for years now. He's a professional, right? They say 10,000 hours on your craft makes you a professional. And Alex is that guy. He's one of the most hardest working individuals. He's made millions of dollars. None of that's really important because it's the lives he's genuinely changed, because he's changed my life. And I'll tell you that, guys. So take it from me. This man is a freaking boss. And I just want you guys to understand, it's not just listening. It's not just showing up. It's about taking the information and applying it. Get off the call, go to work. Because after this call, I got another call and another call. And I'm sure Alex does too. It's what you do after the calls. It's what you do after the events that really makes a difference in your business, guys. So with that being said, Alex Morton, the man, the myth, the legend, the man who's changed my life and all of yours as well. I'm very fortunate to have you on the call, man. Take it away and let's kill it, my man. Super excited. Thank you for coming on the call.
Awesome. Well, hey, guys, great to be with every single one of you here this evening, coming off a massive, awesome, phenomenal event. This is in, everything Austin said, it's accurate. I mean, if you're on the line right now and you genuinely want to earn serious incomes here, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month, you got to put in the work to get there. There's no shortcut, there's no easy road, there's no secret code, guys. It really comes down to you doing the little things and doing the little things really, really well every single day and being consistent. So for those of you that came to Dallas, Texas, congratulations for stepping out of your comfort zone, figuring out a way to get there. I know some of the teams from Mexico drove 25 hours or something like that. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. People drove in from Boston, Massachusetts, over 26 hours. So people made the sacrifices to get there, and it was worth it. I mean, we had phenomenal trainers, we had phenomenal speakers, we had phenomenal leadership, information given out from the stage that helped me raise my leadership lid. It helped Austin, it helped a lot of people, get to that next level mentally, because you have to understand, before it manifests, before your results manifest in a physical form, they first must, start to process in your mind. And through that, you're going to start to do the things to get to where you want to go. I talked about this on Sunday's 7-Figure Mentorship call, about how your thoughts translate into feelings into actions into your results. So Dallas was absolutely off the chain. If you guys weren't there, make sure you're at the next one, because it was an absolutely phenomenal event. But what I'm so excited about right now, okay, is the next wave of leadership. So we know Fernando, right? We know Roy, we know Austin, we know the people on this call that are already making commas in their checks, and that's phenomenal. But what excites Austin, what excites me even more than that, okay, is the new wave, the next breed. So who on the line is going to really step up, okay, and push for P2000, push for P5000, push for Chairman 10 in the next 90 days to 6 months, guys? Every single one of you can do it, but it all starts with you making the decision and you saying, you know what, I'm going to become a leader. And the way you become a leader is simple. It's doing the things that you need to be doing, okay, every single day, whether you want to or not. It's doing the little things like reaching out to new prospects. It's doing the little things like leveraging your up on a three-way calls, just doing the little things, sharing IML with 2 new people each day on Facebook, building new relationships, guys. The little things, okay? The little things is what creates the large incomes, okay? What Austin does is nothing special. He just does it more than every single person on this call, okay? He does more exposure calls. He does more launch calls. He gets more prospects on the nightly Forex overview, presentations, guys. It's doing the little things. So one thing that I always tell people to do is set daily minimums. I've talked about this before, but I know there's some new people on the line. Set daily minimums that you say, you know what, every single day, no matter how busy I get or how busy I think I'm going to get, I'm going to do a few things every single day. Because right now, the real important thing that all of us do on the line tonight, including myself, is go out there and introduce new people to the business. Some of you spend too much time talking to people already in the business, okay? You need to be making outgoing phone calls to people not yet in your business, okay? You take incoming phone calls on people in your group who need you on three-way calls and who need you to close Zoom presentations. But when you're making an outgoing phone call, it needs to be to people not yet in the business. Does that make sense, right? You need to go out there and talk to new people. We know that our products here are phenomenal. We know we have the best leadership, in the entire industry. We know that what we're doing and where we're going is something very, very special. So you need to become the next wave of leadership inside of this company. Every single one, you can get back into phase 1 tonight by making a list. I was watching one of the videos Austin posted, I believe it was a few days ago, and he was, Austin was walking around the house, showing everybody working and grinding and hustling, and there were several people in that video making new lists, writing down new people they want to come in contact with, new people that are going to become customers, okay, of iMarkets Live. That's where this thing really starts to take off. When the leader on top, meaning you, okay, all of you are on the top of your own organization. All of you are the CEO of your own business. And when you are doing phase 1 activities, guys, all you're doing is showing your team and showing your crew what it takes to get people there. And you have to understand right now, guys, tomorrow night, you guys have a phenomenal, opportunity call with Mr. Odds and Godsey, almost Chairman 25, and the legend and CEO and founder, Christopher Terry. It's like, how many new people can you get on that call? How many new people can you get on that line? That is the mission. Because if you're sitting there right now, and you might be P600, you might be P1000, and you think the people in your group are going to help you get to the next level, I got news for you. Okay, one of my mentors, he said, Alex, the people that got you to where you are today are not taking you to where you want to be tomorrow. I'm going to say that one more time. The people that got you to where you are today are not going to take you to where you want to be tomorrow. That doesn't mean, your team is bad or there's nothing wrong. There's no problem. There's no issue. But it's a mentality of always wanting to create and build new teams. Tomorrow night, I have a physical event, okay, in my condo with a new guy that we sponsored and about 7 of his people, okay? So the point is that you got to stay and get in phase 1. I don't think there's any better way to do that than getting new people on the call tomorrow evening, okay? I mean, 100%. If I were you, I would be making call after call after call. I would get Austin on the phone for some confirmation calls and just get people on the phone. Because if you're getting people in front of the information, if you get people on these calls, and you have people like Mr. Austin Godsey presenting and Mr. Christopher Terry presenting, you're going to get people enrolled into your business. And at the end of the day, if you're building iMarkets Live for a residual income, meaning you're building out the compensation plan, which you all, honestly, in my opinion, you definitely should be. Okay, it's about getting new people enrolled, new people launched the right way, and building new leadership. If you do those 3 things over and over and over and over again, okay, and do them more than the next guy, you're going to get to exactly where you want to be. So in closing, before I pass it back to Austin, I'm going to get Austin my schedule. I'm leaving on tour in a week all throughout Mexico and then Peru. I know we're going to Toluca, Agua Calientes, Tijuana, Querétaro, a few others, Guadalajara, Mexico City, I believe. So I'm going to get that information to Austin. He'll be able to give it to every single one of you, okay? And then we can go from there. And I want to see all of you guys showing up to the event, bringing new people, and we're going to rip the roof off of this thing, guys, in a major, major, major way. And like I said before, you know, you have a phenomenal leader to look at, to learn from, to walk in the footsteps of Austin, because what he's done at a young age, he's right on the cusp of becoming a 7-figure earner. He'll do that in the first half of 2017, undoubtedly, 100%. So you have somebody in front of you that is, most of you are around his age, that has done incredible, extraordinary things. And just to say where he's come from, literally homeless in a car, I mean, that's true. I mean, I literally asked him, I'm like, yo, is that like the truth? And he's like, yo, that's the truth. So from homeless in a car, freezing cold in, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to multiple 6-figure earner, almost 7-figure earner, always leading by example, always in phase one. Okay. You have a phenomenal person to learn from and study and win with, guys. So with that being said, I'm proud of every single one of you. I'm a huge fan of the Global Visionaries. I am an honorary member of the GV squad, and I'm going to see all you guys very, very shortly. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it back to Mr. Austin Godsey.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Alex. Appreciate you jumping on the call, guys. Hope you took some notes, because I sat here and definitely, everyone say what up?
What's good?
So we're here. We're packed out. We're taking notes. So, guys, lead by example. Success leaves clues. It's not a, rocket science mission to figure out how Alex got to where he did. But, guys, tonight I want to go over the 10 shades of a wannabe entrepreneur, of a wannabe network marketer, of a want-to-be successful person within this organization, in this business, guys. So I'm going to be very quick. Our time is valuable here, guys. So 10 shades of a wannabe entrepreneur. Guys, the word entrepreneur is used so loosely in the industry. People pay $200 to join IML, and they're like, I'm an entrepreneur. No, you're not. Guys, just because you're in the business does not mean you're an entrepreneur. Does not mean you're your own boss. Not yet. Guys, you have to become a full-fledged entrepreneur by leading by example. So, guys, number one, the 10 shades of a wannabe entrepreneur. And please take some notes if you're not already, guys. So, number one, the one-night stand entrepreneur. Now, this is the type of person that is extremely inconsistent. What does Will Smith say? He says, when talent doesn't work hard, hard work beats talent. And it's not about the person who just, shows a sign of flash once every week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. Alex and I have dealt with plenty of leaders where they've come up. Alex and I have both had 6-figure earners that we have helped create and help build that have completely fallen off. They were inconsistent. They weren't on point. They weren't on the dot. So, guys, an inconsistent entrepreneur, a wannabe entrepreneur, is a one-night stand entrepreneur, number one. That you reach out to a prospect or someone on their team wants to do business or for help, and they never reach out again. They don't have a follow-up list. They don't have an organized goal list. They don't have an organized, why. They don't go through the blueprint. They don't actually, day in, day out. They don't do the events. They don't do the webinars. They don't participate. They're a wannabe. They want to be around the circle of influence. They want to be around the leaders. They want to be in the circle. They want to be with the cool kids. But they're not actually grinding. They're just there, right? So number one, one-night stand entrepreneur. People will lose respect for you, and your credibility will drop if you are a one-night stand entrepreneur. Also, everything rises and falls off leadership. Everything. So if you are a wannabe entrepreneur and you're that one-night stand guy, guys, you will lose credibility, lose respect, you're inconsistent, and understand that everything will rise and fall off of your leadership. Whatever you do, your team will do. The speed of the leader determines the speed of the pack. The faster you move, faster your team moves. Alex, myself, David Morris, these guys are constantly on the move, doing webinars, making calls, enrolling in the business, doing home events, traveling. Success leaves clues. No wonder why we are making the money that we're making, right? Number one, one-night stand entrepreneur. Number two, over-under entrepreneur. Now, these are the people that overpromise and underdeliver. Number two, over-under entrepreneur. These are the people. Oh, Roy, dude, you join us so easy, bro. You just, I'll give you a leg. You come in and dude, it's so easy, bro. You're not gonna have to do much work. Lucas, Dude, Forex, man, literally, man, it's crazy. You can make so much money. You know, dude, it's going to be crazy. You're going to come in, put money down, you know, oh, $300? Dude, you can turn that $300 into $5,000, $10,000. Guys, do not overpromise and underdeliver because you'll set those expectations for people to join the business. They have these big expectations, and then when their friends start telling them no, when people don't show up to the home event, when people quit their business, when times get hard, when things get challenging, when people blow their accounts, they're going to quit. They're going to give up because you set the bar so high and you weren't real with them. You overpromised and underdelivered. You know, you always talk a big game and you never deliver. Do not be that person. Your reputation in this industry is everything. Everything, guys. It all comes down to the integrity. People don't want to join people who are, you know, a one-night stand or just an over-under entrepreneur. Guys, stay away from these people. If there's cross lines, if there's up lines, if there's down, whatever line, if there are people out there that are over-under entrepreneurs, stay away from them. Deal with people that lead by integrity, that give realistic expectations. And last but not least, guys, if you over-promise and over-deliver, you know, what we talked about is under-promise, over-deliver. But you can over-promise and over-deliver. Guys, you're a hero. You know, what Gary Vaynerchuk talks about is, he says, you can either talk about it or you can do it. And he says, I suggest you do both. So, guys, do not be an over-under entrepreneur. Number 3, a lazypreneur. Guys, business is like a mathematical formula. If you become lazy and try to create your own rules, even if you grind on your own time, it's inconsistent work and your business will fail. Guys, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you will have to accept the fact it's not easy work. If it was easy, everybody else will do it. You will work long hours. You will have sleepless nights. You will go to bed late, wake up early. You will go through trials and tribulations. You will work harder than anybody else within your business. Guys, you have to be the one that goes through the most bullshit. I'm sorry, that's what it is. You have to be the one that goes through the trenches, that is out there actually falling flat on their face head first. And those are the people that succeed the most. Why do I have the results? Why does Alex have the results? Here's the answer. We've been told no, F you, it doesn't work, it's a scam, it's a scheme, I can't do it anymore, I don't want to join. We've been told no more than anybody else, hands down, guaranteed. That's why we succeed, guys. So, number 3, the lazy entrepreneur. Don't be lazy. Be a hustler. Guys, how you do anything is how you do everything, guys. If you don't exude leadership, if you don't exude hard work, if you don't exude, you know, what you want in a person. I always ask people, yo, Lucas, what's the number 1 characteristic that you look for in a person? Hardworking. Yo, Roy, what's the number 1 thing that you look for in somebody that you want to join your business? Man, I want someone consistent. Are you consistent? Do you have work ethic? Because you will only attract in this business who you are. You'll never recruit who you want, only who you are. Number 3, lazy entrepreneur. Number 4, the get-rich-quick entrepreneur. Oh, we're going to make millions of dollars in 3 months. We're going to have the cars, the girls, the clothes, the houses, the traveling, retiring young, the money. The get-rich-quick entrepreneur. Guys, these are people who are feasibly set on the short term. They don't think long term. We always say begin with the end in mind. Helen Keller once said, the only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Most people set 6-day goals, 6-week goals, maybe 6-month goals. But the second you turn your 6-month goals into 6-year goals, that's when everything will change. Guys, you have to trust in the process. You have to, what success is really defined by is your patience while you're on the come up, and then your attitude once you get it all. You have to have the patience. You have to be willing to understand everybody has a different timeline. Just because Roy blows up in 3 months doesn't mean you will. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop thinking that get-rich-quick entrepreneur mindset. You're going to come in here, treat it like a lottery ticket. If you don't blow up your first couple months, you're out. Guys, it's been 3.5 years for me in this industry. I didn't make my first $100,000 until last year, guys. And not only did I make $100,000, but I was making it monthly. And I say that not to brag. I don't say it to boast or impress. I say it to impress upon you guys that with hard work, with patience, with consistency, it'll all pay off. So you know, you don't want to be a get-rich-quick entrepreneur because they're usually the shallowest people in the business. You know, they give the word entrepreneur a bad name. I remember back in the 80s, well, I'm not from the 80s, but, you know, mom, dad, you know, grandma, grandpa, you know, back in the 70s, back in the 80s, even the 90s, the word entrepreneur was like, oh, you're an entrepreneur? Like, you know, oh, don't date my girlfriend. You know, that's bad. You know, being an entrepreneur is like you're a bum. You don't have a job, right? Nowadays, being an entrepreneur, it's the sexiest thing ever. So don't give it a bad name by being a get-rich-quick entrepreneur. Don't have that instant gratification. I need it now, need it now, need it now, need it now. If I don't make a lot of money on my account now, well, the auto trader, you know, it lost 100 pips last week. Guys, this is Forex. This is a financial industry. This is network marketing, one of the largest industries on planet Earth. It's paid and created more millionaires over the past 23 years than any other industry on planet Earth. Do not be a get-rich-quick entrepreneur. Have vision, have long-term mindset, have patience. It'll all pay off. The only reason why people don't succeed in network marketing is they do nothing or they quit. So number 4, get-rich-quick entrepreneur. Number five, babypreneur. These people are the ones that cry, they complain, they whine, they bitch, they moan at everything that happens in their business that does not go their way. What's the one quote? For every seed of doubt or for every seed of negativity equals out a greater seed of positivity or something like that, right? So for every seed of doubt, for every seed of negativity in your business, there's another equal seed of positivity and success, right? You guys need to find that in every single situation. So these are the people that take all of the no's as negative. They get down on themselves so easily. They're beating themselves up. They play the victim. We all know those people, right? Do not be a babypreneur. Guys, these are the type of people that are willing to give up no matter what. You know, the one quote, it says, life is 90% how we react to what happens and only 10% what actually happens. That's the kind of mindset you have. PMA. If you guys haven't read Think and Grow Rich, The Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill, you better do so, because in these books, Napoleon Hill writes down the laws of success. He's followed the most successful people on planet Earth during the 20s and the 30s. And what he came up with was 17 laws. The 17th law is called PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. Every single law is now reaffirmed with PMA. So the 17th law is all of the laws with positive mental attitude. Your girlfriend breaks up with you. Awesome. Great. Guess what? Your relationship failed and came to an end because God wanted to put somebody else in your way, or maybe he needed to level you out. Caterpillars don't hang out with butterflies, right? So when the world, tends to develop, when things in the world develop, they tend to disassociate themselves from things that don't tend to develop. Maybe that was why. Your car gets a flat tire on the highway. Awesome. Fantastic. Maybe that means 2 exits ahead, you were going to get in a car accident. Somebody quits your business. Awesome, great, fantastic, exceptional, phenomenal. That all happened because you were meant to bring somebody else new in your business. It's all about your mindset. Bulletproof mindset, rhino skin, laser focus, tunnel vision. It's the people that aren't babies. They're not crying. They're not whining. They're not bitching. They're not moaning. Excuses sound best to the people that make them. Don't make excuses. Don't play victim. Don't complain. Be the person who's willing to go through the most bullshit. And that is literally, excuse my language, that is exactly how you're going to become successful, when you can deal with the negativity, deal with the drama, deal with the bull crap, and just brush it off. Go and brush off your shoulders, bro. Come on. Go and brush off your shoulders, bro. You going to brush off your shoulders, Roy? There we go. Brush it off, right? So number 5, babypreneur. Number 6, the know-it-all entrepreneur. Man, oh man, I used to be one of these. I thought that I knew everything about everything, when in reality, I knew nothing about anything, right? The know-it-alls, right? Do you know the quickest way to pay attention and figure out if people are actually paying attention to you? The easiest way to see if somebody's listening to what you're saying is if they already know what they're going to say before you're finished saying it. Let me turn my camera on. Why is my camera not working? Okay. What book is that? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. My camera's not working for you guys. I'm sorry. I wanted you to see my face. But okay. So the know-it-all entrepreneur, number 6. Guys, These are the people that won't take advice from anybody else. Guys, the most successful people in the world are the most coachable. Elon Musk went to Tai Lopez's house, and Elon Musk is worth billions and billions and billions of dollars. You think that Elon would be the one going to Tai Lopez and giving him advice, right? But he, the whole entire time, was asking Tai questions. Successful people ask questions. They're coachable. Because if I go into a room and I talk, I know it all, here's the answers, I will come out of that room no more smarter. But if I go into the room and I ask question after question after question after question, I'm going to learn. Like Jim Rohn says, you can learn just as much from a successful person, a wealthy person, as you can from an unsuccessful and a broke person, because a broke person, an unsuccessful person, can teach you what not to do. And sometimes what not to do is just as important as what to do. Guys, the most successful people in the world, they don't only learn from their mistakes, they learn from other people's mistakes. So you guys need to be coachable, need to be teachable. Understand that if you are the smartest person in the room, awesome, but you're in the wrong freaking room, my man. Get around people that can level you up and teach you something. If you're with your friends all day and they're smoking weed, they're hanging out, they're playing video games, they're going to the basketball court, they're listening to the new rap album out, they're watching the playoff game, guys, you're not going to level up in any industry, right? You need to be the one who's willing to surround yourself with the right kind of people. Don't be the one that thinks, oh, it's my way or the highway. No, sir. Guys, be open-minded. People start to lose their patience when you think you know it all. They think they know everything, so they stop doing their personal development, right? When you stop growing, you what? You start dying. So these are the people that end up failing due to their unwillingness to continue improving and learning. Number 6, the know-it-all entrepreneur. Number 7 is going to be the partpreneur, not an entrepreneur. These are the people that have no purpose or goals. They're just part of the way in. You know, they go broke or they stay wannabes. You know, look at MC Hammer. Made millions of dollars, went broke. Mike Tyson made millions of dollars, went broke. Because these people weren't all in. They had a one-shot come up and then they fell off. I'm not saying Mike Tyson or MC Hammer or these guys are just, you know, one-hit wonders, but they weren't smart with the way that they worked, right? They just kind of made their come up and just fell off and let it just go, right? So you have to be an incredible recruiter, right? You don't succeed in the long run in any business without being a recruiter. What did Jesus do? He recruited his 12 people. You can either sell to survive or recruit to retire. Look at Nike. Look at Google. Look at Apple. Look at sports teams. What do sports teams do when you're in college and high school? They go recruit you. What do the best teams in the world do in sports? They recruit people. Oh my goodness. What do record labels do? Roy, what do record labels do?
They recruit artists.
They recruit artists. What do people for major films do? They recruit actors. They recruit videographers. They recruit directors. Guys, every business in the world survives by recruiting. So you guys must be an incredible recruiter, right? So guys, a true entrepreneur, they start to separate themselves from this type of person, a partpreneur, right? Guys, number 8, what I just said, a one-hit wonder entrepreneur. Those people that live in the past, they always bring up the past. Well, back in 1995, you know, my high school won the state championship. Like, nobody cares, bro. Chill out, right? Back in 2003, you know, we won the Division I championship. And, man, you know, they constantly ride off of their past results. Guys, these are the people who don't live in the now and think for the future. They're always focused on what they did way back in. Oh, well, back in this company, I made $1 million. Nobody cares, bro. You only had one hit. In this world of business, the only thing that matters is what you're doing right now. My mentor told me this. Austin, what have you done lately? Oh, you're a Chairman 25. Awesome. What have you done lately? Oh, you're a Chairman 10. What have you done? Awesome. Platinum 2000. Cool. What have you done lately? Nobody cares about what you did last month, last week, yesterday. What are you doing now? Do not live in the past. Every single day, it's a new day. Every day that we wake up, we imagine we have nobody in the business. What would you do? Grind as if you're broke. Think as if you're rich. Grind like an IBO. Think like a Chairman 500. That's how you have to work. Stop living in the past, guys. One-hit wonder entrepreneur. Number 9, Stingy entrepreneur. These are the people that don't want to invest anything. Anything. Guys, I can't tell you how much money I've spent on my business. You have to be willing to reinvest not only into your team, your business, but into yourself. Guys, the best investment you can make is not only in yourself, but your business. Growth slows down when you don't invest. Guys, take your money, put it back in your team. Dump it back in your team. Every single dollar should be put back into your team. You get out there. I don't want to hear, oh, I'm a chairman 10 now. I'm not going to grind and do the home events. Damn well right you are. You got to be the person that's willing to get back in the business and reciprocate the money that you've made from it. Guys, I can't tell you how much money I spend nonstop reinvesting back into the team, back into flights, back into Airbnbs, back into events, back into resources, back into tools, back into the development team, back into everything to make sure we're constantly growing, constantly progressing. Guys, these people should be an independent contractor, not an entrepreneur. They're not willing to invest a dollar. They're not willing to invest consistently back into their business. Look at Elon Musk. Sold PayPal for multiple billions, and he was still eating ramen noodle because he took all of his money and invested it back into Tesla, SpaceX. What else does he have?
PayPal.
He sold that.
Solar City.
Solar City, right? Elon has multiple billion-dollar companies now. People thought he was crazy. He reinvested back into Tesla when Tesla wasn't looking good. Now look at it, right? Because he took all of his money, put it right back into his business. You got to be that person. Don't be stingy. An entrepreneur is always expanding their teams and everything, guys. So number 10, I get around entrepreneur. This is the last step, guys. Number 10, I get around entrepreneur. Now, these are the guys that want to join everything and sell everything. They're always in a new deal. They're always in a new business. They're always, persuaded by, the get-rich-quick schemes, the shiny ball opportunities, everything they see that seems good. They're, 7 sources of income to be a millionaire. Well, I guess that means multiple network marketing companies. No, that's not what it means. Guys, every great entrepreneur, every great success story, they went all in on one thing. Elon Musk, he didn't just have Solar City, Tesla, SpaceX, PayPal. No, he did one by one. Now, maybe when you get to a certain threshold, maybe when you get to a certain level, then you can start to diversify. Then you can do multiple businesses. Then you can multitask. But for now, guys, like Bruce Lee said, I don't fear the man that knows 10,000 different variation of punches. I fear the man that's practiced one punch 10,000 times. You can't stay loyal to a minimal amount of companies and teas and products and weight loss shakes and all these different things, right? You guys got to go all in on one thing. That's how you become successful. I look at all these other people out there on Facebook. They're doing CPA. They're doing this. They're doing water deals. They're doing that deal. They're doing this deal, or a new tax deal, or a new app, or new. They're never going to be successful because they haven't even learned how to be successful in one thing because they're trying to be the jack of all trades and the master of none. A general practitioner gets paid on average about $80,000 a year. A general practitioner. Oh, David, you have an ear infection, your knee hurts, your thumb's broken, you have some breathing problems, you have fungus under your foot, whatever it is. They're a general practitioner, right? But a specialist on average makes 3 to 4 times as much as a general practitioner. And they only focus on one part of the body. Maybe just your ear, just your breathing, just your hand, just your foot. There are foot doctors. There are people who specialize in your knees. There are people who specialize in your heart, in your brain. These are the people who make a lot of money because they have practiced one punch 10,000 times. So don't be the person who's I get around entrepreneur. They never focus on the opportunity at hand. They make irrational decisions. They get excited about anything new. They don't have laser focus, tunnel vision. They won't stand for anything, meaning they'll fall for, whatever. So only focus, on the task at hand, guys. This I get around entrepreneur. They're the type of people that focus on what's popular at the moment, right? Anytime, there's rough patches or this ain't going well, this is going to save me, right? They think, oh, I'm just going to join this business or do this deal, and I'm just going to make a come up and be successful. That's not how it goes. You have to go all in and commit to one thing and make it your baby. You wouldn't give up and not feed your child for a day, or because your child throws a temper tantrum, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go adopt another baby. My baby's not doing well, right? Guys, you need to go all in on one thing, give it time, trust the process, and have the patience. So, with that being said, guys, I'm fired up. My camera's not working. I wanted to show you guys my face, my intensity, and see all you guys, but unfortunately we couldn't. But we're out here at the Houston Trade House. Man, the past week has been intense. Came from New York, out there in Philadelphia. We were in Dallas. We're in Houston now. We're going out to Odessa. We're about to fly out there to Miami, back to New York, go to Europe. Man, guys, we are working hard day and night. Understand this. I'm super fired up, guys. So you need to really just grind, get in the zone, go all in, link up with us. You guys see that we are making the moves. Surround yourself with the leaders. There's no secret. People always wonder, man, what do I do? You just do it. Just do it. Well, how do I do a home event? You just do it. I've done so many home events where nobody showed up. Nobody. Well, how do I hit chairman? You just hit chairman. You go out there, you do the necessary actions to make it happen. Day in, day out, phone calls, webinars, three-ways, home events. These are the activities that will make you progress in the business, not sitting behind your computer, being a keyboard warrior. So, guys, get out of your comfort zone. It's a cool place to live, terrible place to visit. Let's make moves. It's 2017. We're already, 2 weeks into the year? Sheesh. So I hope you guys are on path to hit your goals. But I'm fired up, guys. Thank you all for jumping on the call. We have the big opportunity call tomorrow with Christopher Terry himself. Guys, an 8-figure earner in the markets. He's jumping on. Now, this is a perfect time for you guys to blitz and blast out this call. Not go out there, post it on your Facebook, post it on your Instagram, post it on your Snapchat. Guys, one-on-one inviting. If you want to be a professional, if you want to go pro, if you want to hit chairman, how the hell can you do that if you aren't even sticking to the system? One-by-one invitations. Have a power hour for an hour or two. Sit down, call your teams, get them on the same page, and one-by-one invite your prospects on to this call. Fear of loss. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, what are you doing? 10 o'clock. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, what are you doing, Lucas? Awesome. Look, I'm in a really big rush right now, but look, I want to get your opinion on something freaking huge I'm working on.
What is it, bro?
Awesome. Well, like I said, I can't really talk right now. I'm busy. But, tomorrow I'm having a call with an 8-figure earner who is teaching us how he went from homeless to making millions of dollars. Are you down to jump on the call? Look, check it out. If you can't, all good. But I can only have a couple people on this call. So if you can't come, I'm going to have to cross your name on my list and give your spot away to somebody else. Sound good?
Yeah, bro.
Awesome. So look, tomorrow, 9 o'clock, I'm going to call you and confirm that you're good. Because, Lucas, if you can't jump on, no worries. I have to replace you. I can only bring a couple people on the call. Sound good?
Yeah, bro.
All right, later, boss. Peace. Wow. That was 30 seconds. If you speak more than 30, 60 seconds, you're doing it wrong, guys. So it's super simple. Bang, bang, bang. Talk to more people, less time, instead of more time, less people, guys. So that's really the simple basics. So guys, I'm fired up. Thank you all for jumping on. We'll talk to you soon. Much love. Take care. Take this value and inject it into your teams. Go to the Facebook group right now. Post the picture of your notes to let people know that you are coming for chairman. And there's no secrets, guys. Surround yourself with the right people. Be involved in the culture. Day in, day out grind. IPAs, income producing activities. Get off your computer. Go out there. Make it happen, guys. I love you all. Take care. Global Visionaries was out. Let's take over. Let's go.